Now today, this episode is in the old tips and tricks video kind of series thing. You guys really liked the previous one. We've got a lot of really good reception of that, and I've had a lot of messages saying you guys have implemented this armor strategy into your game and it's really helped you. So that's been really cool from mine and Gugu Gabs' point of view. Now she is meant to be joining me for this episode. She has wandered off a bit. I'm not quite sure where she's got to.
What's that coming over the hill? Is it a creeper? Is it a creeper? No, it's me, Gugu Gabs.
So it does appear Gabriella has decided to join us in the end. She does appear to have kind of gone a bit overboard with the whole fire thing. I'm not quite sure whether that's... Are you feeling okay, Gugu Gabs?
No.
Okay, so Gugu Gabs isn't feeling too great. So she was also given the job of designing the arena for today's episode. I'm not quite sure what it's meant to be. It does kind of remind me a bit of a square Pokeball. Anyway, so if you can hit into survival game mode, G.
Yeah.
So basically, this episode, we're going to be looking at how to deal more damage to your opponents. Now, obviously, there's the simple ways of getting better swords and so on. That's for a different episode. Today, we're going to be looking at how you can improve your damage you do with the same sword. So, are you in survival, Gabs?
Yep.
Alright, so if you just stand in on that white line there. Alright, so now, say Gugu Gabs here's some bloodthirsty brute charging at me with an iron sword, and she's just seen him slay one of her best friends. Okay, so that's you. Alright, you're charging towards me. Now I'm gonna try and hit you, okay?
Okay.
So I want you to tell the viewers and myself how much damage this does. Alright?
Yep. 1.5 hearts.
Okay, so Gugu Gabs has got full chainmail armor on there, so we decided to add that in as it's a bit more realistic. You know, at this, if you've got a stone sword, you're not likely to find a naked person running around and so on. So that did 1.5 hearts.
Yep.
Okay, so if you can stand back on this white line, G. Has your health regened?
Yep.
Alright, so
Actually,
now...
I could do with a pork chop.
A pork chop. I do appear to have quite a few of them, so have a few pork chops.
Okay.
They should keep you going for a while.
Yep, I'm redone.
Alright, so now I want you to come and stand kind of on this, like here, where I'm there. Come forward a bit more. Come forward, one more step. There we go. Alright, so now I want you to tell myself and the viewers how much damage this does, okay?
Okay. That did 2 hearts.
2 hearts. Okay, so there we can see that although I'm using the same sword, Gugu Gabs has got the same armour on, I've dealt more damage to her than I have if I was running at her. Now, a lot of you guys may know this, but quite a lot of people who I've been playing with in Hunger Games never seem to like jump and hit at the same time, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I win so many of my PvP battles. So basically, what happened there is I got a critical hit on Gugu Gabs, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I dealt more damage to her because I jumped into the fight. So if Gugu Gabs, have you got a sword?
No.
Alright, so if you take that, and I just hit game mode survival.
Okay.
So I'm now in survival mode, okay? Like Gugu Gabs, I've got full chainmail armor on. So what I want you to do is when you hit, I don't want you to jump, okay?
Okay.
So it's going to be a fair fight, me v you, but I don't want you to jump, I just want you to, okay? Do you understand? Okay, so I want you guys at home to look at this and see what happens. Alright. Let the fight begin in 3. No, back off, back off, back off. What are you doing? You're a bit eager there to kind of hit me there. I was a bit worried, actually. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa, hang on. There's something wrong here.
What's wrong here?
That
Christ's
first
sake.
hit did 2.5 hearts.
Alright, well, I picked... Oh, God.
But, knowing as I'm quite good with, I'm quite brainy in that, I think that if you believe that your sword can do an extra half heart, that your sword will power forward and give you an advantage. So guys, when I want you to play Hunger Games the next time, I want you to hit them, jump up, and believe in that sword, and then you can do it!
Okay, so we've had a bit of an inspirational kind of pep talk there from Gugu Gabs. Wasn't quite expecting it, so I'm not quite sure how to follow on from that. But we'll, so what Gugu Gabs is basically saying there is apparently, if you believe in your sword, you're going to do more damage. Is that what you're saying?
Or it could have been because I hadn't regen properly.
Or it could have been because Gugu Gabs hasn't regened her health fully yet, which is kind of a bit stupid. Have you regen now?
Yep.
So you're full hearts?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to re-go into this. Goo Goo Gabs appears to have messed that one up a bit, but thanks to that very inspirational speech there, it really did get the blood flowing. Alright, so if you can get back in your position, remember, you're not to jump. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, try and deal damage. Come on, Gabs, you're not actually hitting me yet. Come on, there we go, that's a bit of damage. Oh, I've accidentally clicked my thing there. There we go. So, as you can see, I have managed to beat Goo Goo Gabs there. She was a bit shocking, I'm not going to lie. She's probably not the best person to use an example, as she only got a few hits on me there. Alright guys, I'm sorry about that. The phone rang and I had to pause the recording. But as you just saw, so I managed to beat Goo Goo Gabs in a fair 1v1 fight. We had the same armour. She was using a stone sword and so was I. But by jumping, I was doing more damage to her than she was doing to me. And a slight slip of the finger there resulted in her actually doing quite a bit of damage to me. But as you guys have hopefully seen from this episode, by hitting that jump button and striking at the same time, not only do you make it harder for your opponent to actually land hits on you, but you deal more damage. So this has been Walker7 and Goo Goo Gabs. I really hope you guys have found this video useful. If you could punch that like button in the face, we'd really appreciate it. Goodbye!